should we look at some DMs I've received on Twitter? I found some funny ones. I thought I might share them. Obviously, like, I speak to lots and lots of people in Twitter DMs, and you get some very interesting interactions. So for example, there's this one here. He goes, "Hello Mr. Zeus, I am somebody who's recently started getting into CSGO scenes a lot, but I have a low budget. I was wondering if you could sell me the shittiest and cheapest gut knife that you have." Now, I didn't have any gut knives when he messaged me. And when people don't specify what they're after, often I just don't deal with them anyway, because it's just a pain and like they keep changing their mind. That's my experience. But I didn't have any gut knives anyway. So I was like, look, can't sell you something. And he responded with a nerd icon. That's obviously meant as an insult. I don't know why I'm saying it, stating the obvious, but he didn't take it very well. I said, look, sorry, I can't help you. He's like, oh, fuck off, nerd. That's an interesting interaction. Mercifully brief, I didn't have to deal with this fucker for too long, but it did not take me saying, sorry, I can't help you very well. Next person. Now, I had this person reach out to me with a Huntsman Crimson Web field test that he wanted to sell. 2 full webs on the knife. Now, for example, this is a Huntsman, this one's stat track, but as you can see, great big web on it. In the old days, 6-7 years ago, webs affected the price. People cared a lot about webs. These days, people do not care about webs. They don't affect the price. And as I said to this guy, you know, I can buy it off you for 90% buff price. I can't offer overpay for the pattern. So, in other words, I'm saying, I can't offer overpay for the web. Let me know if they interest you. And he goes, how much would that be? And I said, what currency do you use? He said, okay, USD. So I go, Huntsman Knife Crimson Web field tested $115. So it's 124 euros at the moment. It's gone down a little bit. I think it's like 120. It's roughly the same in US dollars. So it's gone down a bit since I quoted that price. So I quoted him the price and he goes, that's how much you'd receive. And he doesn't take it very well. It's like, damn, with that gif of the black guys reacting, SpongeBob crying, me when only $115. Now, you might think maybe he's confused buff price with Steam market price. Like if you go here, it's 124 euros on buff, but it's 151 on Steam market. So if you've mixed up those prices, yeah, that probably does sound a bit low, but that's not what he's upset about. Why overpay for the pattern? He's annoyed that I'm not overpaying for his webs, even though I literally said I'm not overpaying for it, because webs have not received overpay for about 6 years. And I said, a knife like this stopped getting overpay for patterns about 6 years ago. And this is his reply until today with like the GigaChad image. I didn't reply after that, but that's a interesting reaction. I wish him best of luck getting overpay for those webs. He's certainly not getting it from me, but he seems determined. I don't know. Maybe this man can make it work. Obviously, it's an out-of-date picture. Like, it should have Hooksy's head on it. That's the current, up-to-date version of it. So, anyway, this is the final one. So, hey man, about to head off to uni. Looking for a bit of extra money. I'd like to sell for a bank transfer. Let me know if you're interested. Also have a minimal weight AK-47 fuel injector, if that's something you'd be after. Shrug. He shows a picture of a well-worn Cranbrook case hardened. Now, just to be clear, when he sent this, I assumed it wasn't a blue gem. Obviously you could look up the pattern index, but I did not bother. So I said, okay, I can buy it off you for the usual price. And he goes, yeah, I mean, that'd be great. Not much about price, haven't looked into it. Thought I'd just turn to the ones who know so much. He goes, Cranbrook is 990 AUD, the AK is 141 AUD. And then I go and price them for him. Now, but so when he says 190 Australian dollars, he's talking about the listing price on the Steam community market. That's that thing down there. As you can see, it does not sell for that much. And obviously, cash value is not based on Steam community market anyway. So those prices are incorrect. Obviously, there would be people that would pay a higher rate than me, but his prices are he's obviously confused about the price. So I quote him, my rate's based on buff. Now, he responds by getting up the value of the knife in his inventory, and I believe that's buff market. Now, buff market and buff 163 show you the Steam community market price by default in your inventory, so the default price they show you is not the buff price, it's the Steam market price, and he shows me that. And I explain to him, that's the Steam market reference price, not the lowest listed. And then he replies, it's 53% playside blue, definitely not for lowest Steam market price. Now, what you don't notice is he's immediately changed his story. He's gone from just randomly quoting the price that Buff shows him to saying, oh no, this one's a blue gem, it's above market price. So what he said there, it does not line up with what he's been saying. He's just randomly changed the story. Either way, I go, unfortunately, I don't buy blue gems. And for whatever reason, and he replies with this take the L bozo plus ratio. Who's taking the L here though? Is it me or this guy who's trying to sell his knife and I've said no? But apparently I need to take the L on this one.